good morning. At least it's morning when I'm filming this. So today I decided I would film a little training vlog with Dusty and Sweetie. I'm trying to prepare them for some upcoming shows and also just working with some of my many new projects. So I just finished turning out all of the horses. You can see Sweetie right behind me. She was the last horse I needed to turn out. And before we get into training, I am going to bring you guys along to go all the way to Jarlheim to pick up some feed for the horses. So all of the animals have been fed their breakfast, but I need to go pick up some feed for tomorrow because we are out. Alright, so we are going to head to Greenwood Feed Store. It is literally my favorite feed store ever. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. So just left the ranch, and I will see you there. So here is Greenwood Feed Store. They're located right across the street from the York Gazette office, and they carry all sorts of brands here. I especially love Highland feed. You can see some of the feed on the shelf right now. That's what I give all my horses. So I'm gonna pick up everything that I need and then show you guys around a little bit because this is an amazing store. First stop on this little mini tour, this is their little tack area of the store. They have a ton of saddles and stuff. I've actually bought a few saddles from here. And right now on that little rack covered in saddle pads, they're selling out the last of their holiday specific ones, so Christmas, and I think there's a Halloween one or something. I think I might buy them because it's on sale. Right here was the last spot I could really show you on the tour since a lot of the other areas were really crowded and I didn't just want to be recording a bunch of random people. But right here they have this little fake horse stand. It's life-sized where you can just try on tack, and I love this horse. They named him Bagel Chips. I made sure to absolutely load up my truck with everything I needed, and then it was time to go back to Redwood. Hello again. I just got back from Greenwood and I moved Siren, Midnight, and Summer into the big pasture, and I took Clyde and Ranger out. They were just running around. And I put them in their own little personal paddocks that are right next to each other, of course. They're best friends. And now I'll show you some things that I bought at Greenwood. First, I got the Highland Feed Performance Blend. I'm giving this to Midnight, Sweetie, Siren, and Dusty for the upcoming show season. I actually have a few shows that I'm already signed up for, and I am very excited. I will definitely be making some show vlogs soon. Then I got the Highland Feed Draft Horse Blend. I don't really have any good feeds for Clyde, so I just got a smaller bag for him because he definitely needs it. He needs a lot more calories than my other horses considering that he's just so big. Next, I got a protein additive supplement from Golden Grove Feed Co. I give this to all my horses. It just really helps in keeping them healthy, and I just mix it in with all their food. It's great. And last but certainly not least, I got the fiber support supplement also from Golden Grove Feed Co. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. They're just amazing. They're my favorite. So I got this for Sapphire because recently we had a vet check and she has a slight fiber deficiency. So I'm just gonna mix this in with her regular food to just try to get that up. Now it was about 10 o'clock and it was time for me to actually get to working with my horses. So I grabbed Ranger out of his pasture and I free lunged him. He's very good at free lunging. He did break gate a few times, but I was able to get him back on track. He's a very good horse. Then you might notice in this clip that it was my stable hand. Her name is Eva. Thank you, Eva. Who is putting a saddle pad on him. He has never had a saddle pad on him before. He did amazing. But I didn't do this because a certain paint horse named Dixie decided to break the pasture gate. Eva very kindly volunteered to put Ranger back while I went and grabbed Dusty. I decided I would start by taking Dusty out on the nearby cross-country trails just to really try to get his confidence up for the upcoming show. There is a bit of a trail ride up to the cross-country course, but it is worth it. There's so much greenery and it is just gorgeous. Real quick, just a warning, this is a heavily wooded area and my filming drone hit a lot of branches, so these clips aren't the most amazing. Here we are! So this is just the starting point for the cross-country race. They do have a few events here, but I'm not entered in any currently. In the future, I definitely will enter a few of these races and hopefully maybe take home some gold. So I'm going to put on my helmet cam and we are going to go down to the first jump. Dusty is definitely very excited. Come on, let's go. Watch out for the tree, bud. I don't want to get smacked in the face. Alright, so the first jump is right ahead. You can see it right through the trees. Come on, Dusty. Buddy, come on. I'm just gonna play some music over this and you can watch. I'll summarize our ride at the end, but enjoy!
Still taste you on my lips, lovely bitter water, terrible fire, oh, your bread is honey on my tongue. And I know I shouldn't love you, I know I shouldn't love you, but I do. I feel it in my soul, I feel the empty hole, the cup that can't be filled. And I feel it in my blood, in the fire and the flood, the beast that can't be killed. Even now you mark my steps, a lovely bitter water. All the days of our delights are poison in my veins. And I know I shouldn't love you, I know.
So that ride was not too bad. I feel like towards the end, I definitely was pushing him too hard. So I slowed it down and really just went at his pace. You could see he refused those two stacked jumps, which is okay. I feel like it's just something that I need to take more time with. And I think that that's just what he needs. Next up is Sweetie. So we are actually not going to be working with her at Redwood today. We are going to take my trailer to Moreland Stables. They are a jumping barn that is a little drive away, and they very kindly offered to let me use their jumps to work with Sweetie. I am very excited. I definitely think it will be a great experience for her. She can definitely learn how to just jump higher and also just learn how to be in other environments. So I've got her loaded up and let's get moving. So once I got there, I went to go tack her up. I actually just bought this saddle pad from Greenwood Feed Store, and I think that it looks amazing on her. She looks so cute. She was being an absolute sweetheart, much like her name implies. When I was tacking her up, she kept just looking at me and give me little horse kisses. I love her so much. So, real quick, just about my next planned video. It is going to be a show vlog, and this is really going to be prep for the Jorvik Stables open house, where they have one of the biggest eventing competitions in all of Jorvik. Anyways, back to Sweetie. So, I warmed her up, and then I lined her up for the first jump, and she refused it. I was a little discouraged by that, but it's okay. She's in a new place, so I just reassured her, and I tried again. A lot of these jumps were very different than what she's seen before. Like this last one, it was kind of like curved. She didn't seem to mind it much, probably because it was lowered and it wasn't as extreme. But these jumps were a lot taller, a lot of different shapes. There were some oxers and cross rails, but she took it like a champ. I am so proud of her. Unfortunately, I could not stay there all day, and trust me when I say I would have if I could have, but I did have a lesson back at the ranch. So earlier in this video, I mentioned Eva, my amazing stable hand. So she actually has a sister who I am doing lesson with right here. This is Emmy and her pony, Chip. Her and Chip are the perfect pair somehow. Chip is this chaotic little pony, and she just stays on every time. So we started by warming up, of course, and then it was time for jumping. She has jumped about 3 times, and today we were working on courses and just getting her comfortable. First, I had her just introduce her horse to the jump, and Chip just noped out of there, completely dodged it. Once Chip calmed down, we actually started jumping. She started by trotting, and she did perfect. She is amazing. Chip did refuse once when she started cantering, but she sat through it and recovered. I taught them one pretty simple little loop course, and they were pretty much pros by the end of it. She is amazing, and I let her just canter around to end off her lesson. Alright, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming along today on this little training vlog. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing. It means a ton to me. Have a great day, and goodbye!